Hi, welcome to Drumming with Connolly. I'm Tim Connolly, your host, and in today's lesson, number 5, we're going to do a continuation of the quarter note and eighth note grooves that we covered in lesson 4. We're just going to do some variations and show a couple of ideas to expand on the quarter note groove. Now, first of all, just a quick recap on the quarter note groove. Simple. Okay. Now we're going to expand that a little bit by adding a bass drum. So counting wise, we're playing 1 and on the bass drum and 3 and. 1 and 3. Now let's do the same thing with the snare drum. We'll put the bass drum back to the half notes on beat 1 and 3, and we'll do some eighth notes on the snare drum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Let's mix it up a little bit. Now let's change the bass drum pattern to a 16th note pattern. So what's happening is we're playing 1 on the bass drum of the 16th notes. So we're going 1. So let's do that with the snare drum now. Combine the two of them. Okay, so that's variations of eighth notes on the bass drum, eighth notes on the snare drum, 16th notes on the bass drum, and a very basic 16th note pattern on the snare drum. So we're playing 1 and then 2. Okay. Now, let's try an eighth note version of that. So once again, the eighth note groove, just a simple Billie Jean, Michael Jackson type of groove. Sorry. You guys can sing the keyboard part. Okay, now let's add some bass drum to that, an eighth note first. So that's an eighth note bass drum. Now let's add an eighth note snare drum pattern. Let's combine the two. Now let's add a 16th note bass drum pattern to that 8th note hi-hat pattern. Same thing with the snare drum now. Combine the two of them. And that is just a very basic 16th note and 8th note pattern with using the bass drum or the snare drum. That's it for today's lesson, and thanks again, and we'll see you soon on Drumming with Connolly. Thanks.